Hey, it's great to see you here. From the video, you all know what our key legislative battles are. There's a lot at stake, and each of you plays a very important role in helping NED achieve the best outcome for its members. You're in my hometown here in DC. My grandfather started our automobile business 100 years ago, 4 blocks away from this very hotel. We're on 16th Street, 20th Street, 4 blocks away. I know it's hard to move the needle, but we need to be engaged and be proactive. We can't just react to what's already happened. The FTC did not do their homework with the vehicle shopping rule, and Congress is moving way too slow on LIFO relief. I want to talk to you about a passion of mine, the transition to electric vehicles. Dealers are often misinterpreted as being opposed to EVs. The truth is, dealers are doing their part to support the sale of electric vehicles. Dealers invested $5 billion in charging infrastructure, training, and special tools. Dealers are ready to sell electric cars, just like we are ready to sell any other car on our lot. Dealers also know that the franchise system is the best way to sell electric cars and to satisfy and protect consumers. I want to highlight the EPA and California emission regulations that are coming our way. Effectively, these governments are attempting to regulate ICE vehicles out of existence. They're doing this without regard to the level of consumer acceptance or affordability, or whether or not a robust charging infrastructure exists, or the availability of critical minerals and manufacturing capacity. Regulators are not open to other viable options, such as conventional hybrids, clean fuels, or hydrogen. It's EVs or nothing. OEMs, when faced with crushing fines, will have no choice but to scale back production of ICE vehicles if they can't meet these mandates. The government is ignoring the realities of consumer demand. As dealers, we all know that if a consumer wants it, they'll buy it. We also know if the consumer doesn't want it, they won't buy it. This issue is urgent. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We're on the Titanic, and we're moving full steam ahead towards an iceberg. One major domestic manufacturer that is committed to a transition to an all-electric future said that under the administration's proposals, industry-wide manufacturer fines for not achieving the new fuel economy regulations could total $100 to $300 billion over the next 8 years. And what was the government's response? They simply said, that's not true. Electric vehicles are 7% of retail sales in the first half of 2023. And the leading EV manufacturer, and you know who they are, has 60% of the 7%. That means the legacy OEMs have about 3% market share with their EVs. 3% of their sales are EVs. And the grounded inventory of legacy OEM EVs has doubled in the last 6 months and continues to grow. This is 100 days or more and growing. This is significant. If consumers reject new vehicle choices, they'll simply keep their old car or buy a used one. And the same thing is happening in the heavy-duty truck market. This does not help our economy, the environment, public safety, or America's energy security. Only fleet turnover accomplishes this. This is where you come in. Take this message to Capitol Hill. We need Congress to understand, realize 3 things. 1, EV affordability is an issue, and especially with higher interest rates. 2, the transition to EVs will be slower than the government plans. And 3, the national public charging infrastructure must be improved to address range anxiety. So don't be afraid to tell the truth. That's very important. Don't be afraid to tell the truth. You play an important role in helping ensure that Congress hears this message. I know I can count on you to do your part. Now, off script, I think it's important for us to try to all get on the same page. This is a complicated issue. There are lots of moving parts. And I found a great article from an author who I know, I've worked with the past few months, named Mark Mills. I'll give it to you in a moment. I thought this was so good that it should be shared with the NADA directors, and our staff agreed. And then we said maybe the ATA should get it too. And the ATA leadership agreed, and it's been sent out. Write this down. You can Google it, this article. It's by Mark Mills. It's called Electric Vehicles for Everyone, The Impossible Dream. Electric Vehicles for Everyone, The Impossible Dream. Read it. It's long. Share it with your dealers, fellow dealers, industry. I think it really encapsulates consumer demand, the challenges manufacturers have in having the shortage of critical minerals, problem with the charging infrastructure, insufficiency. It addresses all these issues. It has no axe to grind. We have to become educated on the subject so we can talk about it in a very intelligent way. Now, these regulations that we face and that are proposed cannot be met. It's impossible. Something's going to break. We're always seeing signs of that. Stellantis dealers follow the CARB states. Heavy-duty trucks in Oregon. The pain has already started. But admittedly, some people won't understand until they feel the burn, and some people haven't. Some manufacturers haven't, but guarantee you they will. So let's do our part. Let's take that message to Capitol Hill. Toyota sent their deals a few months ago, both sides of the aisle, and the main message that was well received by Congress was, this is moving too fast. We have a message. You know what it is. Let's deliver it. Hey, we want to sell cars. I drove my EV here. I own 2. I've owned 4 in my own name. Drive them. I understand it. I want to help others understand it. We're not against it. It's a good thing. There's a market. If we don't have competitive electric cars, the direct sellers would take our business. We certainly need them. But is it 60%, 50%, 100%? No, it's something less than that. We'll find out where it is. The consumer, in the end, always wins. If they don't like the choices, they'll make a choice. They'll do something else. And that's not good for anybody, and it's not good for the environment either. So thank you very much.